Alright, I'm just getting some audio stuff set up real quick. Then we will jump over to the gaming stream layout. All right. I think everything loaded up okay. I'm a couple minutes late starting the stream today because I wanted to try using the loop setup for the gaming stream. And then I realized there was a problem with how it inputs audio. And would have caused a problem here. So we're using the regular setup for Nocturne. All the audio stuff should be coming in fine. I haven't tweaked the settings on my basic sound input since the last time, but I'll keep an eye on it. For some reason my mic is hitting yellow, which is kind of high. But that also means I could probably sit a little further back than I'm used to. Alright, let's go ahead and load everything up and get started. Alright, remembering back to where we left off in Nocturne, we ran through a couple of the critical dungeons. We finished off the Order of Nihilo. We saw the mantra get absolutely stomped. And now we need to progress to the next area of the game. I'm gonna auto through these basic fights. I think I might have accidentally turned on the high encounter ability before I ended the last session. If that's the case, I'm gonna get attacked a lot more until it wears off. Yep. Shouldn't be a problem to just auto most of the mobs here in this particular area. And I think I know where our next objective is on the critical path. I think it's something I missed at the end of the last stream. But we'll go ahead and leave Ikebukuro and see if we have a path forward. As I get attacked every 10 steps. I guess the experience isn't bad, but because these mobs are so much lower level, they're really more of a nuisance than anything else. Well, level ups are always good. Zochoten learned Hamaon. Okay, that's not an ability we've seen yet. Hamaon is a second tier Holy or spell level skill, and the regular one's Hama. Mahama is the group version, and I think Mahama-On is the group high tier version of the same skill. So compared to the regular Hama version, Hama-On is a higher chance to insta-kill, and I think that chance goes up even higher if the enemy is weak against light. It's a little bit costly, but if you're in a pinch or you're fighting in a dungeon that's got mobs that are weak against light, you can use that to get press turn icons and also potentially end the fight quicker. Alright. I think my goal is the highway. I just need to circle around and see if I can find the spot to enter. I have 6 phases of the moon before it goes to new. It's either that or full. And then that skill will wear off. It's going to be really annoying as things constantly attack me. Oh hey, Toxicure, what's up? Now, your name, you go by Wazy, right? I checked your channel out and I was watching some of your animations and they're pretty funny. And welcome to the stream. It's good to see you again. As far as my favorite demon in the SMT series, across Wazy. Alright, I got it. I will remember for next time. Oh, where is it? I know there's a way up there. Favorite demon in this series, if that includes the Persona games, I'm assuming you still are talking about the summonable demons versus the character-specific ones. Oh. Alright, good. Finally. Let me think. Hey, what's up, Soyun? Welcome. Give me a second to think about that, Wazy. A lot of the endgame and tyrant demons are really cool. I do like Samael in the SMT series a lot. The red, sort of red and black dragon with all the wings. That one is usually in my party towards the end of the game. I know when I played through Nocturne way back in the day, my endgame party did have a Samael that I spent a lot of time trying to load up with the perfect set of skills and non-weaknesses, since the end of the game is really tough. Ah yes, we talked about Mata in one of the earlier streams for this game. It seems like when people think of the SMT series, that one seems to come up a lot. Maybe because it's very memorable. And Mothman is pretty good. I think that particular demon has gone through a couple iterations. But if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's the sort of butterfly-looking bipedal creature. That's the most common one that I can think of. Most of the stuff you see in the more recent Persona games are adapted from the cast of the older SMT games. Like, this game came before Persona 3, I'm pretty sure. So a lot of things you see in that game from the cast of summonable demons are going to be really similar to what you see here. What's up, Edward? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the Frost demons are funny. They're kind of mascots, especially Jack Frost for the series. He calls you a hoe. I also like the demon form for Beelzebub. It's pretty cool monster design, and also pretty strong endgame demon. Alright, I wonder if I have to go through Ikebukuro to get to the other side. This is what we were trying to figure out at the end of the last stream. I know I need to go up towards the freeway. I just need to figure out where the entrance is. I thought you could pass underneath the overpass. Unless it's up here at the top and I just completely missed it. No. Alright. And down here is where we come out of the underground labyrinth, so I know it's not that way. I think we looked down here and there wasn't anything over here either. That heads towards the assembly dungeon. Did I see the new SMT5 trailer? Are you talking about the one that they showed at the Nintendo event during E3, Edward? Or is there a newer one since then? Okay, yeah, I don't need to go here. Alright, I'm gonna poke around the dungeon one more time. Let's see, this is the throne room. Yeah, Wazy, the look of the main character in 5 is pretty interesting. They seem to like doing the whole demi-fiend with the glowing marks look on the SMT games. Oh, I'll have to take a look, Edward. If they uploaded a new trailer that's different from the E3 one, then I haven't seen it yet. Alright, the floor with the save room and all the other stuff is here. This middle section on the map is the staircase that goes up to the throne room. I don't think there's a way out of this building. I'm gonna go grab my book real quick. I don't want to waste time, have you guys see me wandering around doing nothing. We did that a little bit last time. Give me one sec. One thing I noticed, and I don't know if this is something new. Well, I'm trying to figure out where we're headed to next here. One thing I noticed in that initial SMT 5 trailer that was kind of neat was they had some combat, right? They were showing the main character getting into some fights with demons. They had like overworld encounters and whatnot. But it looked like they had some sort of diagram that showed elemental weaknesses. And one of the ones I remember seeing had a bunch of elemental spell icons on the actual demon. So I wonder if they're going to actually show, when you encounter a demon, you figure out its weakness, if it'll actually give you a visual indicator on that chart so that you don't have to memorize 500 demon weaknesses in the game. That would be nice. Alright, I think we spent time in Kabukicho. I'm trying to remember what we did in the last session. Alright, let's see. I don't think we hit the East Ikebukuro Tunnel. It's this particular walkthrough. I do not like the way they wrote out this walkthrough. It's a series of maps, but it's not actual live text about where you're supposed to go in between each section. And it's a little bit confusing as far as what you're supposed to do because it doesn't follow an actual progression like a regular walkthrough. I know one thing I can check too. Bear with me for 1 second. I think I might be able to find a better resource for this. Sorry, the audio keeps cutting out. When I click over to another browser window, the game just stops. Alright, let me see if I can catch up to where we left off here. Alright, boss fights. Kabukicho Station. This is progress. I'm trying to figure out how we get here, though. Okay. Got the cutscene. What goes Uteno? Says hit the highway, which is where we were just looking around. Oh, I think I missed something. All right, let me take a look here. I'm going to go back to the monster headquarters. I think I missed an actual exit within that dungeon. I think that's where I'm supposed to go. I think I'm looking in the wrong spot. Alright, let's make our way back over there. Sorry for the downtime. As we sort of make our way over to where actual progression is, talking about the SMT series, like I've kind of talked about before on the older streams, aside from Demi-Kids on the Advance way back in the day, this particular game on PS2 is my first introduction to SMT as a franchise, and then I played Persona 3 not too long after. But SMT 4, which I believe SMT 4 was Strange Journey, and that one was on the DS or 3DS, I can't remember. It was on portable. Yeah, this exit on the right, I think that's where I need to go. That was also a really good game. It was a bit more of an old school SMT game, but it's also decently challenging. Okay, yeah, Kabukicho Prison. Alright. Probably should have paid attention to the map. Alright, now we have access to the freeway. I just want to check out the buildings here and see if there's anything useful. Say. Alright, Kabukicho Prison. This is Higashi East Ikebukuro Station. Can't go there. At some point when I get to the next major town, I need to see if any of the shops carry encounter down items. That would make traversing the map a lot easier. I'll have to get all these random encounters. Normally I would do all the fights when I get them, but the enemies over here aren't really worth a lot of experience. And I don't need to recruit any of them at the moment. So it'd be nice to be able to just breeze through here. These ones weak against lightning. There we go. Float ball. That is anti-hazard damage, which we haven't really run into yet, but we will. I think all that's left to do now is hit the highway and go onwards towards the next destination. There is a scripted fight that we're not going to have access to because we missed something in an earlier dungeon. But next time we get the Almala network access, I'm going to see if I can fix that. Alright, now we should be headed towards Kabukicho. Mepatra. Cures bind, sleep, panic for the party. Okay. That's a pretty useful ability. Given the fact that getting status ailments, especially something like Modern Cotton, is really bad. And the fact that this stupid encounter rate skill I've used accidentally a bunch of times, I'm getting rid of that. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, is she evolving? I forgot what this one turns into. Oh, Valkyrie. Oh, I should have probably made note of her stats before that happened, but let's see. I think all of the skills just poured over without any change. Let's see, you can see what Valkyrie learns though. This particular demon is more physical based. And Dees was a more caster oriented skill set. So we'll have to see. The resistances on Valkyrie are better overall. Drains fire and nulls light, so she can't be insta-killed with light spells. But we'll see. Next thing she learns is Guillotine. Maybe I can swap her single target wind spell out for attack. Or physical, we'll see. Now we're in Kagodazaka, Uchigaya. Oh, Valkyrie's speed went up. Looks like she outpaces Kikurihime. So I was saying when we were talking about the SMT5 preview stuff they've shown, it looked like when you're in a battle like this and you select an enemy, you can see elemental weaknesses. We'll have to see based on the stuff that comes out. But that would be really nice. The encounter rates are also tied to on-screen encounters when you're walking around maps or dungeons. That also wouldn't be bad. I don't mind the old RPG trope of random encounters, but in this particular game specifically, it seems like the random encounter rate is really, really high. Oh, those are hazard floors. Oh, that's why there's a float ball there. I guess I'm going to need that in order to get to that spot in the middle. Yeah. Alright, Toyama. Alright, just an item. Guess we're headed south. It looks like the majority of the mobs here are just a kind of minor nuisance. But if I'm not careful, they'll wear my party down over time. They're, yeah, pretty trivial amount of XP too. Here's the Kabukicho prison. All right. Paredes. I have no idea what kind of enemies are in here. So I'll have to be careful. Save terminal. Alright, we can port directly out of here when we need to. That's good. Oh, float ball wore off. Maybe I can recruit one of these. Sure. Put some pants on. Let's see. Haunt. That's the demon type for that one. Yeah. We have Foul. We don't have Haunt. I'm gonna need to do some fusing at the next major town we get to. I think when we left off in the last session, it was gated by experience level and a bunch of stuff. Mizuchi. All right. I'll scout the area around before we go through there, since I think that's the next part of the dungeon. Dead end. All right, now we got new enemies. Naga, Raiju. Okay, I'm pretty sure these are weak against wind since they're lightning element. Yep. I don't remember the weakness for Nagas. We can try and run Analyze on him after we get through this particular fight. Not for the work now. Oh yeah. Alright, drain electricity. I was about to use that on this one. Weak against fire. Hey, what's up, PewDiePie? Welcome to the stream. Okay, I can use Agilao. This is level 2 single target fire, which is probably overkill for those particular enemies. Shame my party's full up. Trying to recruit some of the ones in this dungeon would probably be useful. I guess I could pour it out. Oh. Good thing I figured out what these guys are weak against. Oh, it's not even a boss. It's just a regular encounter with the boss theme. Alright. Umugi Stone. That should allow me to go in there. I'm going to port out, see if I can fuse up some demons and free space before we do this dungeon. We'll just go back to Ikebukuro. Alright, there it is. Kabukicho Prison. Alright.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows, where demons gather.
Let's see, we're at level 31. Could try and fuse up some of these lower tier demons we got sitting in our party. Some of the good ones I know we're gonna hit a little bit later. Let's see, what about Sarasvati? Weak against fire. Same weakness. Ten, 18, 11, 9, 11. I think her stats are worse. But she starts at level 30. Light Nerve Mind. Her resistance, her null resistance is a little bit better. Ailments is just anything that's a status ailment. Mana Refill. Maiden's Plea. Let's see, 3 potential skills. We may have to wait on this one. Let's see. Oh, Maiden Plea's a negotiation skill. We could do Drain Attack. Mazio. Tarukaja is pretty useful too. Maybe I wouldn't need Drain Attack because she has Mana Refill. I think that's a recovery skill. Let's see. Could do Mazio, Rakunda, Tarukaja. What are my other options? We have Baphomet at level 33. It gives us a much better vitality. Vitality stat. 7, 11, 17. Yeah, that's better. I think I'm going to wait on fusing up Kikuruhime. I could fuse up for, was it Sarasvati, but it's not really going to be much of a stat increase. What's Baphomet's resistance look like? Repel Dark, weak against light. We'll see. Komokuten is another one of these warrior types, so we want to make sure and fuse a physical set of demons for that. Could fuse up and get a higher level blob. Oh, I need one more level to get Shikome. This is another caster type. That would be a pretty decent demon to fuse. I think I'm just going to fuse the fodder away and see if I can get some good skills, and this will just need to clear my inventory out.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
We'll see if doing this unlocks any other good options to put in the party.
All right.
Black ooze. Taraka and Zochoten gives us Kushinada, who is also a caster type. Pretty good stats. We wouldn't be able to do this one for a while. Zuke. Yeah, a lot of stuff is just outside our level cap. Alright, I'm just going to start merging stuff together and see if this opens up possibilities. Then we'll jump back in the dungeon. I don't want to waste too much time here.
All right.
Principality. Oh, Oni's at 25. Oh, Liftoma? I didn't even know that was a learnable skill. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna fuse these two together so I can get physical damage up and then hazard floor skill, just in case I run into more of those and I'll have to use items.
Are you sure?
Oh, unstable fusion? We'll get something good. Nope. Nope. I got a blob. Or black ooze.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'll probably fuse for Baphomet once I get 2 more levels. We'll see. I should probably...
All right.
I'll put the black ooze in my party for a little bit and get some experience. I'll swap it in for... I guess Zochoten for now. That way when we eventually fuse that one up, should allow us to pass on more skills. Alright, now we can port back to Kabukicho. And progress forward. Okay. Now we're good to go. Okay, I guess that dispels the illusion. Alright, now we actually have a prison. Mizuchi. I wonder if I'm high enough level to recruit this demon. Nope. Alright, I think it's ice. I wonder if it's weak against fire. Yep. Yeah, maybe we can get a couple levels in here. Oh, are they upside down? They're chained to the floor. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like an inverted version of the dungeon. Oh, I should try to talk to that guy. Alright, we're going to continue to pump strength and vitality. Now we learn Secunda. Enemy evasion hit rate down. That's pretty useful. I guess I can drop Berserk. I don't need random physical attacks if I have an all target. Now my main character is starting to turn into a debuffer. He doesn't have a lot of magic. We'll see if we can recruit someone out of this party. Now if I miss. Oh, we'll be able to do it this round. Alright. Is it the punk type of conversation? Ah, lucky guess. Alright, good. More fusion fodder. Alright, pretty sure that just resets the dungeon. Oh, jump off? No, we'll take the ladder. Yes, Edward, I did get the new modem. I am going to set it up this weekend. I haven't had time during the week. I didn't want to try and set it up the day I was streaming, just in case something happened with it. But I'm streaming at the same bitrate as I did before I got my connection upgraded. Are you guys seeing, or I know you've been on a couple of these, are you seeing pretty stable broadcast quality? Because it should be better. It shouldn't be jerky or stuttery at all. Even without installing the new modem, the connection package I upgraded to is like 5 times the max upload that I was on before. So even without installing hardware, it should be better overall. The readout on the YouTube diagnostics page looks pretty smooth, and I haven't seen it drop anything yet. Okay, that's good. If it was somehow worse, then I would be very, very sad. I think I mentioned it on one of the other streams, but the guy at the internet store said he was very surprised to see someone at my connection package because it was that old. I said, alright, well. No time like the present to get something better if I'm going to be streaming. Oh, I need to keep an eye on her magic. I think her MP pool is smaller after the fusion. Alright, as I get through different levels in the dungeon, I think part of the gimmick is I need to reset it every once in a while so that I can take a look at the area. Yeah, that's a Pisaka? Yeah. That's a haunt type? Oh yeah. It'd be nice to recruit one, but I can't talk to them. Unless the blob type that I picked up does, but... The foul and haunt creature types require special skill in order to talk to them and speak their language. Alright, I'm going to turn the Mirage back on. Keep exploring until I hit a dead end. Forgot that some of my party has the rest of these single target spells. But I think I'm missing ice. Okay, block path. Oh, I guess I need to drop down through that hole. Alright. Let's see if we can find the weakness on this particular type of demon. Oh, everything's fire weak here. Alright, good to know. Ah, it's a good question, Wazy. So, Zahn is the old SMT version of Garu. I think in Persona 3 for sure, and then in the Persona games onwards, the wind spells were renamed. And the rest of the elemental spells were the same. So, lightning being Zio, Agi being fire, Bufu being ice, and wind is called Zahn in this one. And it's Zahn. Mazan is the group target one. Zahn Ma is the second level one, and Zandine and Mazandine are the level 3. I forget where I'm going. I'm assuming, well, I haven't played an SMT game before this one, but I'm going to assume they were called Zahn in the older ones. Oh, there it is. maybe they changed it for the more recent Persona games. I've talked about it before on stream for this game, but I do think the spell mechanics for the SMT games is interesting. It just seems like another language when you're trying to describe it to somebody else, though. It seems pretty nonsensical, but then you just get used to the way the different abilities and spells and spell hierarchy are laid out, and then unless they change it between games like they did with the wind spell, you know always what they're going to be and what they're going to do. Dragon Quest does the same thing, and like Final Fantasy and those games do the same thing. What's my favorite SMT game? Well, that depends on the question. So, when you ask that question, Wazy, are you talking inclusive of Persona or just the Shin Megami Tensei series, which is technically separate and Persona is a spin-off? So, 'cause I have two different answers depending on whether or not you mean combined or separately. Combined, of all of the games, if you're gonna combine anything that bears the Shin Megami Tensei brand, okay, I'll answer both. So if you're gonna talk about anything that includes the SMT brand, which is a lot of games, it's things like SMT 3 and on, which are the ones I played. Then you also have Devil Survivor, you have Devil Summoner, you've got SMT 4, you've got Personas 3, 4, and 5. I haven't played 5. It's on my list. And let's see. Demi Kids on Advance is technically an SMT game. If we're putting it all into one big pile of the brand, my favorite game would be Persona 4. Specifically Golden, since I didn't play the original on PS2. I think I've mentioned it in previous streams, maybe briefly, but Persona 4 Golden is probably my favorite modern RPG, period. And everything with the branding of, you know, the SMT franchise, that one's at the top. I really like that game a lot. If we're separating the mainline SMT games and then the spin-off ones, my favorite would be this one, SMT 3 Nocturne. It's the one that got me in the series, and one I probably spent the most time on back in the day, which is why I'm playing through it again to see how much I remember while also suffering publicly on stream for you guys. I've heard really good things about Persona 5. From what I've heard, it holds up and is a solid entry in the series. I just don't do a lot of gaming on console, so when I bought the PS4 version, it's still sitting in its box, and then they announced Royale later. If they release it or the Royale version on Steam, I would definitely pick it up and play it there. But if we're also talking about, I don't remember where I'm going. If we're also talking about games that are under the SMT umbrella, even quote-unquote non-RPG type games. I haven't played the rhythm games, the Dancing All Night ones, but those look pretty fun. But I also really like Persona 4 Ultimax, the fighting game. I play a lot of fighting games, and I was a big fan of Pretty sure that was Arc System Works, because that would have come out around the same time as Blaze Blue and stuff like that. But Ultimax was a lot of fun. I definitely played that a lot on 360 back in the day. And when I played Ultimax, I mained Naoto, because Naoto is best girl. Possible hot take. Yaksini. Okay, not high enough level. I don't remember what this particular team was weak against. Fire? Oh, no, not fire. Yeah, in Ultimax I made Naoto, and I think my secondary was Kanji. Kanji was a lot of fun. Or maybe Chie. Chie and Kanji kind of interchangeably as secondaries. I like rushdown type characters, so I picked a non-rushdown, like zoner type as a main, just for the challenge. Oh, she's got counter. Oh, weak against electricity. Right. I don't have any single target electricity. Yeah, that's right. Kanji's a good boy. He's a little bit confused, but he figures it out. Recarm. Okay, Recarm is revive. That's useful. We'll get rid of the negotiation one for that. My favorite game genre, Wazy. I talked about it on the last drawing stream a little bit, but probably my favorite genre is hunting type games. I said before that my favorite game series franchise is Monster Hunter. And even though Monster Hunter kind of defined the quote-unquote hunting genre as it became more popular, oh boy, I don't remember where I was going. It also had a lot of other games that inspired it that I really liked in that type of genre. Things like Tokiden, Soul Sacrifice. What are some other ones? Freedom Wars, if anyone remembers that game. So I find that I can always play hunting type games, but I usually mainline to Monster Hunter. Second up, as far as genres go, would be probably fighting games and then RPGs, depending on my mood. I play a ton of fighting games, and since RPGs are a bit more of a time investment, I don't play as many of those, at least not on stream. Alright, she's running low on magic. Oh, that's right, fire. Seems like the majority of the stuff here, like we saw before, is Fire Week. I just need to not forget. Alright, I think I'm trying to technically go up. I need to pay attention to where I'm heading in the dungeon. Collector mannequin. Okay, I guess I'm looking for a spoon. Below. We're currently on the mission to find a spoon because RPG objectives, I guess. I know it's been probably a couple streams since I talked about it here, but because this original version of the game was an old PS2 RPG, it hasn't really come into play so far in this particular stream, but the original version of Nocturne didn't have voice acting. So with all the cutscenes and everything else, which we'll eventually see, hearing certain characters talk is kind of interesting. They had lines for things like some of the demons, and people would kind of grunt, but there weren't voiced cutscenes, and a lot of the NPC characters didn't talk. But they did a whole dub for it for the remaster, and it's pretty good. Yeah, I agree, Wazy. The demon character design overall in the SMT franchise is pretty iconic and unique. The guy that does the majority of the character designs, Kaneko, is one of my favorite artists when it comes to RPG characters and designs. And I've talked about it before, but for music, I really like the music in the SMT series. And Meguro Shoji, who does the majority of their soundtracks, is one of my favorite composers. The focus of a lot of the... Oh, whoops, wrong target. A lot of the older SMT games, where a lot of the contemporary RPGs at the time had kind of more of a... Not popish, but... If you think of the Final Fantasy series and a lot of other games like that, the music tended to be a bit more kind of fantasy-oriented, and it was still good. Like, Uematsu is one of my favorite composers as well. Or, who did Chrono Trigger? The name will come to me at some point. But for SMT games, they tended to be a bit more rock and metal inspired, which set them apart sound-wise from a lot of the contemporaries. And they're a bit more unusual in their style. And Nocturne specifically has something like 5 different battle themes depending on what you're doing. You have like a general fighting on the map. You have fighting in a town. You have fighting in the Amala network. You've got boss 1, boss 2, and really serious boss. And they tend to be a bit heavier in composition, which is really cool. I actually have the digital soundtrack for Nocturne on my computer. I think I've played it on stream, maybe closer to the beginning when we were working. Do I draw inspiration from the series for my music? Probably not for the the music stuff that I've been working on, I think the SMT series overall, even including the Persona games, definitely shaped a lot of my musical tastes. Probably more so than inspiration, because since the sound tends to vary a bit across the games, I wouldn't say like as if Nocturne is very kind of rock driven. I would like to create some rock type music. We'll be exploring that on the next jam stream, in fact. But if you think of something like Persona 4 with it's kind of more pop rock, hip hop ish. Same with Persona 3, in fact, maybe more so in Persona 3. Alright, we'll go up and try and talk to the NPCs. But the diversity of music across the SMT games has always been something that I liked. And it's kept me interested in the future titles, because I know that they'll have pretty memorable and interesting soundtracks. Alright, guy who talks to himself. As far as music goes, if you hang around my streams long enough and get me talking about music, then I'll probably talk at length about different types of music that I listen to. So I'm a big music person. Okay. One of the upcoming chill streams we do is probably going to be focused on talking about music. I don't know how interested people would be in maybe a dedicated stream for that. But when it comes to things like Japanese music, which I've talked about in the past, and video game music specifically, like old school 8-bit, 16-bit era soundtracks, man, I could talk about that stuff for hours. Yeah, it looks like when we're in the Mirage, we're in an inverted version of the dungeon. So all of these mannequins are essentially chained upside down. It's flipped so they can't tell. Oh, is this person gonna extort me? Second floor. It's just on the second floor. Alright, guess we can head down to the second floor. When it comes to NPCs, usually the old RPG trope is that they always tell you useful information. But if you go back further in gaming history, that wasn't always the case. Just look at a game like Castlevania 2 on the NES, where not only is the stuff that the NPCs tell you really cryptic or useless, sometimes they just outright lie, and you have no way of telling it's a lie until you track down what they're saying and realize that they were just leading you on or giving you false information. Alright. Rakunda, defense down. If you really want to troll people in a game, if you're an RPG NPC, you have to make your dialogue with the characters conditional depending on certain parameters. Like if you're an NPC that had critical information, you code it so that they only tell you critical information if you have like an experience level that's a multiple of 3, or if you have a certain type of party member, or you have 25 total items in your inventory. If you really want to screw with people, you could do something like that. Defense down is good. thinking... I think I already have Racunda. I don't need a ton of debuffs. See, that's why I'm not a game dev, Wazy. I have a lot of game ideas, but I probably shouldn't design RPGs or RPG NPC dialogue. Alright. Apparently we need to talk to someone on the second floor. Which means we're headed down on the map, but it's technically up on the physical map location, I guess. I may have to pour it out at some point. My MP's getting a little bit low. At some point, I'm going to get leech skills on my demons and allow me to do things like sap MP, and I won't have to worry. That, or I need to keep an eye out for a town that sells chakra drops, MP recovery items. Right, we did hit 33. That was the level we needed for Baphomet, I believe. Alright, let's see if one of these characters' dialogue changes now that we know that the collector is supposedly on this floor. Oh, I can also check... Yeah, let's see if I'm high enough level to recruit these yet. Oh, maybe 35? Oh, Mizuchi has Makara Karn too. Magic Reflect. That's useful ability. Is it just these two? We'll keep looking around and maybe I'll have to jump down to another level. If I paid that one mannequin like 400 Maka just to get false information, then I'll be very annoyed and do nothing about it. Worst comes to worst, I can always head back up to the top, pour it out so I can go back to town and heal, and then also try and fuse up Baphomet. That's not the point, Wazy. It's the principle of the thing. Just because I have like 40-something thousand Maka doesn't mean I can afford to throw it away on wasted information. That could have bought like a potion. 54,000? Yeah, when it comes to summoning though, if I were to use the compendium to summon demons, that would get me like 3 demons. Alright, let's see if we can head down to the 3rd floor, I guess. No, try the other ladder. It would be good to get at least a level on the Black Ooze before we port out. I think you need at least 1 experience level to boost the amount of inheritable skills you can pass down. Well, one of the first things you learn when the apocalypse happens in this game is that there's no mercy. When it comes to interacting with different characters, one of the best things, we haven't seen it yet in this particular session, but when you go into the demon negotiations trying to recruit the random demons you encounter on the field, sometimes they'll ask for like several rounds of a couple hundred Maka, and then ask for a couple critical items, and then peace out afterwards. That's way worse. You have like 3 magic recovery items, but you really want that demon, so you fork it over, and there's like, nope, oh no, I'm gonna peace out now, thanks. It's brutal. But given it's an SMT game, I'm not entirely surprised. We haven't gotten to any of the bosses in the playthrough that just outright one-shot me and ended my game. That is absolutely something that's going to happen. Did I go here yet? Yeah, this is where I encountered Spoon, man. I need to open that gate. Oh, these guys have level 2 lightning, single target. I wonder if the one I recruited has it. That'd be nice. Are you making a Soundgarden reference, Wazy? That's a good song. It's a good band. I figure if you're going to talk about spoons, you can go two routes. You can either reference Soundgarden or The Tick. Either is acceptable. All right. I need to get on the other side and open that gate. I think I realized a little too late that you can interact with those and open the gates. Let's see if going up here allows us to do that. Oh, did I? I guess I did come here. I'm probably going to port out. If I can find the entrance, that other spot, unlock the gate, then since the save point's here, I'll port out and go recover some magic. I wonder if they sell Jack Frost plushes. That's got to be something they sell for the SMT games, right? Sacrifice. Ooh. That's good. Oh, no, I don't think I came down here. Well, maybe I did. She's not weak against fire. What was it? I've only run into a couple of these. Yeah, I feel like I've seen merch for SMT games at like cons. I can't remember. I'd be shocked if they didn't have little Jack Frost plushes for the SMT series. Oh yeah, electricity. Alright. Oh yeah, I haven't been down here. We've seen a main terminal on the ground floor, but not an S terminal. Alright, I'm going to save. But make sure I didn't miss anything here, and then I'm going to use this to port up and then jump back to town so I can recover. Let's see. Okay, this just takes us directly back down here. Oh, is it expensive for the merch? Like, is it only like Japan only type stuff that you have to go through in order to buy it? Like imports? That wouldn't surprise me either. $200 for a plush? Is it like a large plush or just one of the like little pocket-sized ones? Because that's a lot of money. Oh, 15-inch? That's a small size plushie. Oh, man. Seems steep. Oh, there it is. Okay. We're essentially operating on Dark Souls rules, opening shortcuts. I think I'm going to pour it out, though, before I get into a fight and can't recover. 300 Canadian? Ah. I'm assuming you live in Canada, Wazy. I hear Canada's nice. I've never been there. Of course, it's pandemic mode still, but even before pandemic, I've never got a chance to visit Canada despite living relatively close. Alright, let's get through these fights and then pour it out. Probably just auto this. Yeah, it's fine. Right. It's funny that you mentioned that, Wazy. My text notification is the I found an item sound from the original Legend of Zelda. I have to mute my phone in case someone texts me, otherwise it'd be very, very audibly loud distracting. But appropriate. I just hope the dungeon doesn't reset if I leave. That would be very unfortunate. Alright, we got guillotine. Physical damage to one foe may inflict stun. Oh, damage relative to HP. HP of the target or HP of the user? I'm not really using Makatora that much. Donate 10 MP. This particular demon doesn't have a ton of MP, so I guess I can get rid of that. Okay, we'll go back to Ikebukuro, heal, and we'll port back. I didn't think it'd take this long just to navigate one dungeon, but if we can at least clear this particular one and get some progression, then I'll consider that good progress for the stream today. Oh, I can actually do my fusions now too.
Welcome to the Cathedral of Shadows.
So let's see, you can register.
Are you sure? Oh?
Yeah, higher level.
Are you sure? Oh? Oh? All right.
Okay, confused for Baphomet. Down here. Good, we've got 4 inheritable skills as well. Okay, Rakunda. Well, Rekarm. Tarukaja and Agi or Zan? I guess I'll take Agi. I'm gonna need to rearrange my party to get some other elements. But I think that'll be fine here.
Are you sure? All right.
Alright, I could fuse Naga up to get Komokten. But again, this is a physical attacker type. Not really too good when Valkyrie's got a ton of caster abilities. I guess we can leave that for now. If we recruit some more demons, it should give us more options as I level up. Yeah, it's funny, Wazy. I remember back when Persona 3 was fairly big, the whole Modern Cardin meme was pretty amusing. That and Orobas. That one was pretty funny too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google Persona and Orobas, Orobas. It's the horse demon. It looks like it's doing a kind of JoJo pose. I think the meme was that people were drawing all the other different characters doing the same pose. I know Orobas is in this game. I think it might be a later tier demon. Between that stuff in Persona 3 and then the Hi, I'm Daisy comic dub for Persona 4, there's some pretty good humorous Persona content out there. No, I don't go there. Oh, nice. How many people do you encounter on a daily basis that understand that reference, Wazy? I think one of my favorite quotes from that comic dub is, "And no one ate dinner that night," or something similar. Alright, where am I going now? I need to trigger the... I trigger the illusion and then now go back and see if opening those gates gave me forward progression. Alright, need to drop down another level. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of an obscure pull. I also like steak from Chie. Who could think of a word that starts with F? Steak? I don't wonder what happened to that artist. Is that artist still creating content? Those Persona comics are pretty funny. What was one of the later lines that Teddy says, "I grew a body by doing sit-ups," something like that? I'm probably going to top out on physical and vitality at some point. Alright, let's see. There should be open paths either on this floor or the floor directly below. Oh wow, they did a lot of damage. Let's see. I need to heal Zochoten. If he gets KO'd, that's going to be annoying. Oh, it's Valkyrie that has the heal. Alright. I just noticed something. I think Baphomet's wearing lingerie. I can never tell back in the day because the actual character models were a little bit lower resolution. I always thought it was a male character. It looks like a female goat demon in a black bra, which I don't think anybody asked for that, but alright. That's fine. It's not the weirdest thing I've seen all week. That's true. It could be a cross-dresser. We don't know. But I never noticed that. I always thought the character model was just solid black. Makes me wonder what other subtle details in the monster design that you just don't see when it's low resolution, aka PS2 era. Alright, I need to get to the third floor. The problem with this game and its high encounter rate is I figure I have a path, a critical path that I'm making my way towards, and then I get into like 6 fights and forget what I was doing. Okay, here's one gate. Collector mannequin is near a hole. Alright. I just need to find the hole that was made for me. Oh, thanks, Iconic Boar. Appreciate you dropping by just to say hello and check the stream out. I will do my best to continue punching demons and learning about their alternative lifestyles. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Literally 2 steps, another fight. I guess that means you really have no excuse to not be decently leveled as you get into all sorts of fights, but not necessarily the most expeditious thing for forward progression. Alright, let's see. Oh, spoon guy again. Says he was near a hole. I thought this was the gate that I unlocked, but maybe not. I think I'm gonna have to jump up 1 floor and double check where I'm going. This is just going to drop me next to where I was before. Let's see. First floor, second floor. Second floor to third floor. I'm just comparing the floor plan, trying to see where I'm at. Oh. Let's see. Fourth floor. Did I miss a hole? On the right side? Like one in the upper corner? Reflect. Don't want to deal with that. Oh, it doesn't look like I missed a drop. I'm gonna loop around and check one thing first. I think I need to go to that ladder. Yeah, I think that ladder's where I need to go. Just go all the way around. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna loop all the way around, see if that... That spot will allow me to get over there. Where does this lead? On the 4th floor? Or 2nd floor? Huh. Maybe I'm supposed to drop down there. I'm not good at mazes. For those of you watching the stream today. Normally for regular dungeons and exploration it's not too bad. But I am not the best when it comes to navigating mazes. Okay, yeah, I need to unlock that gate. Alright, we'll reset the illusion, try and figure out how to get that gate open. If I can do that, then I think I know how to get out of here. We'll see if I can remember. If I can get into 15 more fights. Sure. Well, joining my party would have been better than money, but I'll take it. Yeah, that's very possible, Wazy. I guess it's better that I get something than just get flat out extorted. Alright, this particular ladder's dead end. Need to remember not to come back here again. I'm going to circle around to the side and see if that gives me the ability to come up on the other side of that gate. Alright, that one's going to drop me directly there. This one's going to drop me... This ladder's going to just head down there. The spot I want to get to is over there. How am I supposed to get over there? Yeah, this gets me way back to the beginning. I didn't want to do that. I guess I'll have to circle around. I'm pretty sure this dungeon took me forever to beat the first time I played this game as well. I just didn't have the pressure of doing it while people were watching me. Let's take the stairs. This puts us here. Oh, I can't get the stairs on the other side. I can consult my book, unless I want to be wandering around here for another hour and a half. Oh, there's 5 floors in total. Second floor. Alright, looks like my target's on the second floor, so at least that's seems to be correct. Alright, let's see if we can get back to the Mirage and take a look around. I get the feeling I might have walked by what I need to do. If I just didn't talk to the right person and I've been going around in circles for the last hour, that's going to be equally unfortunate. Okay. That was a lucky guess. Yes, we've recouped some of our costs, but I'm pretty sure someone else is going to steal my money at some point. Right now, I will settle for finding the path forward. This may have been the most time-consuming dungeon that we've done so far in the playthrough. Normally this doesn't take that long, but it's kind of a confusing maze. And like I mentioned, I'm not good at mazes. I wonder if I can use one of my... Where is it? Oh, I have 3 repulse spells. Alright, I'm gonna use one of these. I think I've leveled up enough that this will work on the enemies. I'll lower the encounter rate a little bit. I'm gonna fiddle around with the toggling the dungeon on and off and see if I can figure out how to open that last shutter. Pretty sure that's what's keeping me from moving forward. Before we do that, I'm going to go refill my water bottle real quick. I'll be back in 1 minute. All right. Let's continue on. All right, third floor. Okay, don't want to fall in there, I don't think. We may not have a choice. I'm gonna take the ladder first. Oh, never mind. That was the switch. Alright, I think I'm at an impasse here. At least in the regular version of the dungeon. I think I have to flip it back. I was hoping I could loop around, but that doesn't really help. So how do I get over there? I'm just studying the map again. Bear with me for a sec. Okay. Oh, that item didn't last very long. I'll get more later. I'd like to just make it through this particular dungeon. I'm running low on magic again. Let's see. Eventually, I'll been in this dungeon so long that all these mobs are just going to be autoable, which is fine, I guess. I am getting experience, just not a ton. Some of those big waves give several hundred. That's not bad. It's going to be bad when I run out of those repel items, though. Yeah, that's right, Wazy. This is all part of the plan of making people watch me run through the same 3 floors of the same dungeon over and over again, just so that my party will be overpowered. On the bright side, by the time I actually make it to the stupid boss, I'm gonna probably be high enough level that it won't be a problem. And make absolutely sure I didn't miss a prompt. That would be the absolute worst scenario. If it turns out I just didn't talk to the right character. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna need to get some better heals. when I was looking at the paper guide that I have for this game, the way they broke out this dungeon was not helpful at all. I'd have to go and physically look at it in real time while I'm attempting to navigate it in order to follow the instructions they laid out, which is kind of dumb. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I keep heading to the first floor. I'm not trying to do that. I need to drop down. Alright. I'll take the drop. As far as where we're at in the game, the dungeon, Wazy, is the Kabukicho prison. I was looking at another walkthrough online that had some information. In fact, let me pull that one up. I didn't look at the one since we actually found the dungeon. Give me one sec to take a look. Oh, this walkthrough doesn't look like it has straight up maps. Why don't they have maps? The whole thing is in text. Well, that's not particularly helpful. Alright. Let me try to take the drops and pay attention to where I'm going. This gets to floor 3. This should take us to... no. Need to drop down again. to hit floor 4. Ladder on the south of this floor. On which floor? What's the floor number? Is it floor 3 or floor 4, Wazy? Oh. Valkyrie almost got KO'd. Alright, let's see. 3 ladders. Pick the one in the middle. Alright, that's where it came in. East, take the ladder to the 2nd floor. Alright, I think I'm on my last repel item. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're on the 2nd floor. East, take the ladder to the 2nd floor. Use the portal, travel south, and go to the ladder. Okay, alright, let's try and do this in order here. Thanks for looking that up. Hopefully I can follow your instructions. Oh, anti-dark is pretty good. Okay. So I need to use the portal on this floor. So I need to drop through the hole, take the ladder up back to this floor, and use the portal to flip it here. Okay, if the first thing I need to do is switch the dungeon back to the regular mode. Okay, so let me try and drop down one, and then get back up to the 2nd floor and switch it back, and then I'll see if I can follow your instructions. Yes, I did find a save room. The save room is on floor 3 or 4. It's, let's see, you can look at the map. It's on floor 3 in the regular version, I think. It's either 3 or 4. It's in the same spot as the Jack Frost, I believe. The guide I was looking at said that's a landmark. So we did find that. Okay. Use the portal, travel south, go down the ladder, and there'll be 3 ladders south on floor 3, I'm assuming. Or was it floor 2? This has got to be floor 3. Yeah, this is the floor with the save room. Right, here's the Jack Frost. Yeah, I'm gonna save while I'm here. It's just in case something happens. All right. So now we're on floor 3. Floor 3, our only path forward is... Let's see. I'm not seeing the 3 ladders, though, unless it's talking about these ones at the bottom of the map. Does it want me to... The only thing I can do on floor 3 in the regular version of the dungeon is drop down, because there's no other... Oh, I can take the stairs. Do I want to take the stairs up at the top? Or do I want to jump through the hole here? No, that's where I came from. The stairs go up to floor 2? Or they go down to floor 2? Yeah, why'd they want me to do that? That just goes in a circle, doesn't it? If I take the stairs and they go down, that just takes me 1 floor down to floor 2 in the upper northeast. Which is not my path forward, I don't think. I can look. Yeah, this just takes me back down here. And okay, I can head back up to floor 3 to the save room. See, I'll check the walkthrough too. Turn left. Yeah, these directions are really difficult to understand without seeing a physical map. They basically tell you how how to navigate it, but they don't give you an actual point of reference. Okay. South ladder, switch on the panel to open the gate, turn right, turn right. Go up the stairs, enter through the door, take a left going south. Jump out, turn around, head south, then turn left going east at the end of the hall, turn right and jump off at the south hole. South hole. All right, let's see what we got here. West to save room. Travel east, take ladder to the second floor. Use the portal. Travel south and go down the ladder. There'll be 3 ladders. Okay. Let's see if we can follow the instructions here. All right, so take the ladder to the second floor, use the portal. Then travel south. And then go into the ladder. Oh, I wonder if I can escape. That was not escape. Alright, so use the portal. Travel south and go down the ladder, and there'll be 3 ladders. Okay, there's 1, there's 2, and then there's 1 on the far left. What did it say? Pick the one in the middle. So I'm assuming that means this one? Let's see if... Let's see. 3 ladders. Pick the middle one, walk forward until you see a mannequin suspended and left in a cell. Okay. I could have sworn I've come through this way, though. Alright, let's see. This cannot be the first time I came here. Oh, alright, this is our guy.
I know you. You're the demon I met in the Great Underpass.
Oh, that guy. The guy wanted us to get a bill.
Huh? A spoon? See. Okay then. You did help me with the bill and all. Yeah, I could give you my spoon. While you're at it, would you maybe mind rescuing me? While you're at...
Alright. We now have a spoon. Now from here, I gotta go down to floor... I think I can only go down to floor 3 unless... No, I could take the ladder. Yeah, I think I need to loop around so I can talk to the set of dudes in the middle. Finally. It took almost 2 hours. Okay, now I should be able to revert the dungeon, and there should be a hole in that room where that character was. Alright, we have officially got progression. Thanks for your help, Wazy. I appreciate your patience. That probably would have taken me a long time to figure out. Okay. This should be a staircase that loops back up towards the top. And I assume we're going to close in on that gate. That's probably how I unlocked the last one. Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. The older SMT games pre-Persona were a lot more labyrinth and kind of confusing dungeon based. There's some stuff that is in the later part of the game, which hopefully I can get to if I can unlock it. That's way worse than any of this stuff, but it operates in similar rules, like pitfalls and teleporters. It gets pretty nuts. Okay. Alright. I think we're good now. Here's the final gate. Hooray. Is that a save point? Alright. I think we're finally coming up on the boss. Which I assume is going to be Mizuchi. Oh, come on. Alright. Should be boss time now. Or not. Alright, I think I need to go trigger the barrage one more time and then come back here. So that should just be down one floor, then I just loop back. Yeah, trigger on this floor and then come back. We'll see if I have enough magic to get through the boss fight. If not, I might have to port out. We'll see. I'd like to finish this dungeon off here, and then we'll call that a stream. Well, Wazy, if you're ever stuck in a dungeon and there's demons around, clearly your best option is to make friends with the demons. Just be prepared to have money. Hey, free demon. Sometimes when you get that prompt and you lower your guard, they'll join you. Other times they'll attack you. It's a coin flip, essentially. All right, yeah, that was my plan. I wonder if this Mizuchi's has the same weaknesses. So we'll find out. Yep, fire weak. That's good. We can have our main character use debuffs now, since we're fighting the boss. Let's go for hit rate down. Defense down would be good too. Now we'll go focus physical attack. a good thing no one's Ice Weak on my team, but ow, that hurt. That hurt a lot, actually. Yeah, it definitely seems like a lot of the sound effects for the abilities are pretty consistent throughout at least the recent entries. Like, I think the spell casting abilities are similar. We'll go defense down. Oh, that was a lucky dodge. I think we'll go have Valkyrie do physical damage. Everyone who still has magic left, throw fire when they can. And then we'll have hero guy heal. I can use bead. Got a decent amount of those. Beads are full heal. What was that? Oh, ugh. Was that confusion? Yep. And that's one thing they can do when they're confused. You can lose money, of course. Alright. And you'd have the main character start healing some of the stuff. Or I could pass. Technically, I think I can pass, not run the risk. Bind, sleep, panic. Okay, Sacred Water will work for that. That's good. Dekunda negates all debuffs. Alright, last cast for fire. The boss appears to be shrinking. Alright. Let's see if I can pass. Oh, nope. It'll still take the turn. Hopefully I don't run through all of my Sacred Water. I'll have to buy more of that. I'm almost completely out of magic. But I can use a bead chain. Yeah, full HP recovery. Not the most efficient time to use that, but it's better than dying. Alright. Get the feeling that boss would have been a lot harder if I fought it an hour ago. Magatama Miasma. Alright. Mystical chest. Alright, these particular chests change their contents if you don't open them right away. I'll have to make a mental note to come back here, but that's fine.
Are you a human? No. A demon. I see. You are the demi-fiend I prophesied about.
You can tell by the sick tats.
Thank you for defeating Mizuchi. Now we can finally escape from this prison. My name is Futomimi. You may know it already, but I can see into the near future. I've been waiting for you to come and save us. You, who are both human and demon. You may be interested to know that there is a young man trapped in the other room. It seems he came to see me, but he was also caught. Ah, so he's your friend. You should see him then. I sense a strange energy in him. I am concerned about the other mannequins, so I must be going. Thank you again for saving us.
No problem.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
Hey, buddy.
Don't tell me you came to save me. Too little, too late, don't you think?
Hey, man, I got lost.
What are you pissed off for? It's not like you went out of your way to help me. It's obvious I can't count on you or our teacher anymore. No one's gonna help me in this world.
Limited psychic powers. Slightly useful. Yeah, this is our best friend, Isamu. He survived the apocalypse, and he's a bit of an edgy, grumpy pants.
I'll have to survive on my own. When this world was created, I heard a voice that told me to search for the truth. At the time, I had no idea what that meant. While I was locked up in this room, it came to me. Truth isn't something other people can give. You have to find it within yourself. And I opened the way without relying on anyone.
Well, at least he didn't talk about finding the true self.
The Amalin Network. What I'm looking for is in there. An awesome power that'll lead me to the truth. I hear it. It's calling to me.
He's totally not going to become an antagonist later. Can I use that to leave? No. Well, that's not true, Wazy. Not all Alexas are completely evil. You can tell them to play Despacito. Alright, we're going to leave the items here, and maybe I'll remember to come back.
I have come again to thank you once more. We mannequins plan to leave the area. Together we will find a way to live without suffering. Let me prophesy your future as a token of my gratitude. A man. At Ginza. It seems that there is a man waiting for you at Ginza. Go and see him. We must get going now. Again, thank you so much. If you'll excuse us.
Alright, that's the end of that. Well, to be fair, well, it's not really a tangible reward. It is plot progression. So had he not told us to go to Ginza, then we would have had to poke around by process of elimination. So there's that. What I'll do is I will make my way down to the last save point, and I will port out. I'm going to port to probably Ikebukuro, and I'm going to save there, and we'll look at the last potential fusions that may have opened up as a result of getting through all this. And then that'll be a session. Yeah, I'll just take this one out. Wow, that dungeon was challenging. Hopefully we won't run into any roadblocks like that in the near future. Okay. 35 or 41 looks like a next break point for some of these. Or 42. Phantom is a foul class. 44 gives us Ixa. This is a physical attacker type. Okuni Nushi. That is another attacker type. Oh, I could fuse Shikome now. Yeah, Wazy, one of the later tier ones we could potentially get is Dionysus. Let's see, which one was it? 44? He's pretty decent too. He's got good stats. Weak to ice, but he nulls fire, light, and dark, which is a pretty decent set of skills. If we can build him with a caster set, well, we could probably use Valkyrie. Let's see. We can use Valk and maybe no, not Unicorn. Maybe I'll pick up something else that'll allow me to fuse. So Choten's got a decent selection of skills. Mute's not bad. Tetraja is pretty important for protecting its insta-kills. We can probably build a good down ices. Let's see. If we fuse Yomotsu Shikome... Well, Naga doesn't have the single target lightning spell yet. I'd have to level this guy up a bit in order for him to learn that. Let's see. We could do Agilao, Rakunda, and Hamon. Tarukaja's not bad, but I can get that from another demon. If we had anti-fire, that would shore up some of the fire weakness. That's okay. Yeah, that works.
Are you sure?
Ah.
Are you sure?
And I guess we could see if she gives us the ability to fuse anything else useful. Phantom. Kushinada, that might not be too bad. Although, I got rid of my anti-dark trait, didn't I? Oh, she learns it, though. If I could pass that on by the time I hit 41... I think if you do a resistant spell for an element, it'll get rid of the weakness. Maybe, maybe not. I know if you put Void, Drain, or Repel in that slot, and the demon has a weakness, then it negates it. We'll have to see. Yeah, might be worth leveling Unicorn. I can't remember what life refill does. That might be passive healing. But Unicorn was fused with single target level 2 ice as well, which could be useful.
All right.
Okay, we'll summon Yomotsu Shikome and work on leveling her next time. Alright. Well, it looks like we made decent progress today. Took a long time to make decent progress. But I think we'll be set up to jump into the next section of progression in Nocturne in the next stream session. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do for gaming streams next week. It'll largely depend on how much recording time I get off stream for some of the other stuff like Guilty Gear that I need to get back to. But we'll see. I think next week and the week after will be fairly normal. And I'll be scaling back the streams towards the end of the month because I've got some stuff going on with family coming to visit. But we'll continue working our way through the Demon Apocalypse. This weekend, we've got a jam stream on Saturday. We're jumping back into loop. But before we jump off, once again, a huge shout out to Wazy from the Toxicure channel. She's been hanging out and contributing to the conversation, and she helped get through a really annoying dungeon. I would probably still be in there now trying to find my way out. So big thanks to her for helping out. It's much appreciated. But that being said, we will call it a stream. I will catch you guys next time and have a good evening.